What day is it today?
January 2nd.
When I was younger.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. When I was younger and more naive and would watch YouTubers a lot more, I remember just thinking like, wow, I can't believe they filmed this morning.
I know.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Why do you bring that up? That's really weird. It is January 2nd.
No, it is January 2nd. I don't know why I brought it up. Just thinking about how they were unable to film every single day like we do.
I've actually left for my honeymoon.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. You're currently at your honeymoon.
I'm currently there, actually.
And I'm not, which is weird how this is working.
I know.
But the last time we filmed, you weren't married, and now you are married. Oh, you're wearing your ring!
Oh my god.
Dude, how do you feel?
I feel very happy. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I kind of felt that. I don't know if you felt that way when you hit your quinceañera when 15 years old. I was like, damn, I thought I'd feel a little different. I don't know. Same. I feel the same. Just happy. Excited.
I thought the vibes were really funny.
For my wedding?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That lady, the judge, she was the nicest.
She was
ever.
so sweet.
She was so sweet.
I felt very lucky that I got her.
Yeah. Very sweet. Do we have a cute picture together? Do we have any cute pictures together?
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah. Insert pic here.
I haven't looked at them yet. I haven't seen them yet. So I don't know.
Yeah. We look very cute.
Okay. Just make sure your brother edits my face.
It's like all Facetune.
Oh, she looks yassified. Love that for her. Well, happy matrimony.
Thank you, queen.
Happy honeymoon.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Whoa.
Merry Christmas.
It's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot happening in December.
Oh, I know. So I feel like it's nice to start January with an author that I feel like we've read so many of her fucking books.
We have, honestly, and especially this series alone. I don't know.
Yeah, it popped off the most for us. Was this one of our first for her?
I don't actually know.
I bet if I looked I could find it, but Housemaid was really good. I loved Housemaid, and I feel like the second one was also really strong. And the third one, it felt like she wrote it just for me.
Yeah, that felt like it was catered just for Cheli.
So when I say she, I mean Freida McFadden.
Yeah.
Decided to write this fourth novella to kind of put like a bow on that story.
I thought it was so funny though because Freida McFadden wrote like an author's note that was like, I wrote this for the people who wanted this.
It's me.
Something like that. And I was
it's
like,
me.
She's one for the people, you know? She's just here for us. The dedication is, this one is for all my readers. Somehow you got me to write 4 of these. Oh, Freida.
She gets it. You think Frida's ever seen us? Even if she's never clicked our videos, you think she's ever seen us?
I don't know. Hold on, let me peinarme. Let me comb my hair a little bit.
I feel like she has.
I hope she has.
Next time you read a book, give us an arc.
Please, that would be really sweet. We did get an arc once.
Did we? Which book? It was the third one, wasn't it?
The third one, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Which was titled?
The Housemaid 3.
No. The Housemaid is watching.
Really? Oh my gosh. I don't remember
that.
The
Housemaid is watching, I think, was the third one.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. Do you think visiting our girl Millie and her soon-to-be husband Enzo can fix your life?
Yes, I do.
Welcome to the Book Fix Podcast, a podcast where we fix lives one book at a time. I am your host, Cheli.
And I'm your host, Yajaira.
And today we are talking about The Housemaid's Wedding, a short story, which is the 4th book in the Housemaid series by Freida McFadden. And I'm pretty sure it's the last one. This feels like the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Isn't it kind of funny that reading this book lined up with you also getting married?
Dude, oh my God. Literally when I was reading it, it was before I got married, and I was like, oh my God, I feel like she's coming after me. Because it was so weird, because I had purchased a white dress for that day, because we had a wedding dinner.
You're right.
And I actually bought like a dress for that day. But for the court day, I had just bought this white dress. But when I tried it on, I was like, I don't really like how it fits, like the chest area, you know. So I just happened to have a fucking baby blue dress, which Millie's dress was powder blue.
Yep.
Millie,
that was your something blue.
Millie, stop. Wait, why is that a thing? I actually don't know.
I've never heard of that. Because
you need something blue, something old, and something new.
Yeah. What was your something old? Yeah, I've never heard of that. But you had your something blue. Mm-hmm. Not planned. But you looked so good, by the way. You were glowing.
Thank you. But
you understood Millie's struggle.
I really did, because even in the story, she mentioned how it felt like she was just at a deli. Like, just the whole setup. Because she did an express wedding, which I didn't do, because I did have, like, a ceremony, kind of. And she described it as, like, oh, but you just, like, pick out a number from this little thing. And when they call your number, you just go over there. And
then you get married.
And then you're married.
It's funny because they gave you the option, right? For an express wedding?
Yeah, they did. But I was like, no, I think I'd want a little ceremony.
Even then, though, because you and your husband were in line, like actually talking to a person, trying to get all the paperwork done. And I was standing with your family and his family. And it was funny because people kept passing by and we had to keep going like, oh, our party, someone's getting married. Please just... like, please. And we were like leading them to the lines. And it was funny because your mom, when she would see someone that was speaking English, she'd be like, Cheli, go ahead. This one's you.
This is your moment. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I just thought that was really funny because it was like, it felt like that feeling when you're waiting in a merch line. You know?
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
But then everyone in the party looks slay.
Yeah. So. Everyone's dolled up. So
yeah,
the merch is us. So it was fun. So the way that this story starts is how it normally starts, with a prologue, which I always know it's not actually the main character. But this one I'm very confused by. So in this prologue, it's somebody being attacked.
Yes.
And it starts off with the line, "This man is going to kill me. There's murder in his eyes. He will end me. Nobody knows I'm here." And then it ends with, "And now it's too late."
Yep.
And then we go to Millie.
Vibes. Okay. So Millie and her fiance Enzo are getting married this day. And it's funny because Millie to me has always seemed a little unhinged because of all of the stuff she is capable of. In like the other books, you've seen her kill men that have treated their wives horribly in order for the wives to get like a better life. She's done all of this stuff, but she's over here like, I can't have sex the day I'm getting married, right? It's like bad luck, I think.
Yeah.
So it's funny for her to like worry about these things, but still be capable of what I know she's capable of. So it's funny because I think Enzo was taking a shower. And she gets a call. Oh, no, he was asleep. And she gets a call, and this guy's like, "Millie Calloway, I'm going to fucking kill you. Yeah. When I see you, you better sleep with one eye open." And she's just like, okay. And like hangs up.
Yeah.
That must happen so often.
Yeah, I had never thought about that before. So it was interesting to see it in this novella where a man is scorned because she intervened in his relationship.
Yes.
But obviously he was probably hurting his wife. Because she never intervenes for little stuff, right? I don't think so.
No, I don't think she does.
But I mean, poor Millie. She has so many things in her mind this day. She's just like, I need to figure out my dress situation. Because her dress didn't fit anymore. Because she's pregnant, right?
Yeah, she is. How did you feel about, it was like a paragraph that was like, she was pregnant, and then a week later, Enzo was like, "You're the love of my life. I've always wanted you in my life. It's always been you." kind of feels weird coming right after.
Yeah, right after the baby.
Yeah, I kind of wish it wasn't like that with them. I didn't.
Well, there was also a moment when Millie was expecting her parents to come for the wedding, which is so funny because it's just like a very quick wedding.
Yeah.
And her parents, I think, had told her that they were going to show up. But then that day, she ends up calling them. And the mom kind of goes off on her and is like, no, because you're bad vibes. Like, we don't want to be around you. And Enzo was there. He took the phone. And we can just infer that, like, she was trying to warn him.
And it's funny because Enzo was the first one to be like, no, Millie, your parents probably have forgiven you for the things that have happened in the past. Give them a chance. And then as soon as he hangs up, he's like, you're never going to see them again.
Yeah.
Unless they fix whatever they've got going on, you don't need people like that in your life. And it's like, damn, she must have said some pretty shitty stuff for him to react like that.
The mom? Yeah. Yeah, well, I think she was telling him that she's just going to ruin your life, basically.
Yep. How dare you? She fixed my life.
She made it better. Yeah, I kind of wish that we would have seen more of like a genuine love.
I wanted that too because I feel, okay, here's my thing.
Okay.
You know how Enzo is Italian?
Yes.
Spoiler. That's the biggest spoiler. Spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be spoilers here.
Yeah. I don't like I understand accents in books.
Yes.
But sometimes it feels like they're making him seem incapable because of his accent. Like they make him seem like he doesn't really think things through.
Like what example?
Like the whole sex part in the beginning. Where he was just like, can I not make love to my wife? Like, that's all I want to do. I want to make love to my wife. And it seems like that's the only thing on his mind. And he's like incapable of expressing more than just that. Yeah. And then when he did express love, he was just like, yeah, love of my life. Want to be with her forever. And then that was like the extent of it. It feels like they make that language barrier so big that they make him seem kind of dumb.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you.
And it makes me mad because then when it's in Enzo's perspective, I fucking love that shit. Yeah. Because that's when he seemed more into her. But then it's like, why am I only seeing it there and not through like
her perspective?
Yeah. But she's still super into him.
Like in her perspective, it felt very like surface level. Like, oh, I got pregnant and so now he loves me and now we're getting married.
And I remember in the first book, Millie had fallen in love with this man who was not great. Go read the first book or watch our episode because we explained it really well.
Yeah, we did.
But there was more development between that character and Millie than there was between Millie and Enzo.
Yeah, so when in the second book, when it explained that they had a thing together, I was kind of disappointed because I wanted to see that beginning of it. Yep. And when he came back, go read that book or listen to our episode. It was really good. So when he came back and he was like, no, I still want to be with you. Yep. I was like, I wish I felt this more.
And also, Enzo really cares about his family. And he has this sister whose name was Antonia, I think. Yeah. Who passed away. Yeah. And anytime they bring her up, he automatically cries. Like they never make it. That feels like a surface level emotion too. It never becomes more like of a deep grief. It's just like, oh, can't talk about her. I'll cry. And it's like, let him talk. Like, let him talk about this. I don't understand why he can't. And I wish he would have noticed that Millie was bothered by these phone calls of a threatening man because it never really seemed like he noticed.
Yeah. And I was really surprised. I mean, I think Millie was pretty calm at first because she was kind of like, whatever, I don't care. But then there was a moment when Enzo like kissed her and was like, I need to go fix your dress, BRB babe. He leaves. She gets a phone call, and in the phone call, the guy's like, have you checked the closet? It's like, what the fuck? And then I think she called Enzo, right? And was like, hey, how long? Are you almost home?
Because I want you to open the closet for me. And when he does, it's a bunch of boots. But he doesn't feel like that's strange.
No. But even when she calls him on the phone, you can't tell that there's something off. Like there's like worry in her voice.
Yep. And you would think because he knows that this is the life that she's lived, he'd be like, oh, this is kind of suspicious. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, it's probably fine. She probably just bought a lot of boots.
Yeah, there's a lot of boots in
like,
there.
Hello?
Yeah, when he walked in the closet and was like, dang, Millie, there's so many boots in here.
And when she couldn't figure out what to wear because it was cold. And it was like, isn't that why you have all those boots?
Yeah.
You know, this kind of makes me reflect on how I felt about the third one. Because that third Housemaid book, I ate that shit up. I was so there for it.
You liked it because it showed a more domestic side to Millie and Enzo.
Yes.
But even then, I was like, I still want more. Even, I know it's not a romance, okay? But like at least a little bit.
No, exactly. That's why I know I always say this, but I feel like with Enzo, I could justify the jealousy portion because I at least want to see that he cares because it doesn't look like he does.
No, it doesn't.
Only through violence does it ever show it.
Oh, yeah.
So, which love that for him. So Millie keeps getting these phone calls.
Oh, wait, can I just say something? Yeah. Another thing that I was like, oh my God, Millie is weirdly paralleling my life in a weird way, because there was a line that was like, it's only the beginning of December and the weather forecast didn't predict snow, but it's coming down fast to stick to the ground. I was like, wait, she's getting married in the beginning of December? That's so me. So me coded.
That's so funny.
Which is so funny because winter isn't wedding season.
No, it's not.
So
they actually don't they say that it's bad luck if you get married in December or start a relationship in December?
I think
I'm like
anyway. Well, I think people don't recommend it for just the holidays in general because you don't want to be alone, you know?
Yeah, and that's what I heard because it's like assumed that people are more desperate during the holidays, that after that goes away, you're like, wait, I'm kind of an independent bitch. And then you just break up with whoever you're with.
Yeah, I'm kind of actually over this. kind of over it. I don't actually know if it is bad luck, but I just thought it was so funny because I don't know, the whole time before tying the knot, I was like, oh, it's kind of like random and weird that we're doing it in December, but it just works out because, you know, he's a teacher, so it's like, you know, we'll have winters off to celebrate.
Oh my God, that's so funny that it's paralleling, but I'm glad. But I'm also glad that not everything parallels.
No, I know, me too. I was like, oh my God, I'm scared. Freida, are you psychic? Please tell me you're not.
So Millie and Enzo, she ends up wearing the baby blue dress and they go, it's funny because it felt like they went to a Denny's, doesn't it?
It did.
So they were at a Denny's ordering off the fucking dollar menu. Love that shit for them so much. And Millie is like, I feel like that man over there is following me. I feel it.
Oh, yeah, because she noticed a man outside staring at her and she was like, that's the bitch who's been calling me.
And I think when she approaches him,
Enzo's like, oh my God, hey. And then they like high five or something. And it's that guy who fixed her dress.
Yes. And she puts on her dress and it looks amazing. But then there's another dude across the street looking at her. Around this time is when her mom calls and says that she's not going to come. And Enzo and her are just like, well, what the fuck do? We don't have a witness. And the guy who's across the street, who she thinks is the guy who's threatening her, is like, hey, Millie, you don't know me, but I'm your biggest fan.
But doesn't she?
Opens up a shirt and it says the Housemaid.
It's like the book cover on his shirt with the heart.
This myself.
I thought it was so funny though, because doesn't she like attack him or try to attack him, and then he's like, oh no, I just wanted to say that I'm so grateful because you helped my sister out. Love my sister so much, and I just really appreciate it. I would do anything for you. And Enzo's like, well, we need a witness, so
I would be honored. Yes. Do I have to say anything? And they're like, no, you don't. No, because it's like a little scroll. I have something to say.
I have plenty of good things to say about Millie.
Millie, where do I start? Isn't her name like Wilhelmina?
Yeah, Willem Ho something. I don't know.
So
should I look it up?
No, you're fine. So they get
too late. I'm looking it up.
They get married, and it's beautiful. And I would like to imagine that a express marriage is just when you do it through that window, right?
It is, yeah. Right? Because when when we had given them our application, I was like, what's an express wedding? And he was like, well, if you want to do it right here, right now. And he was like literally on the other side of the window. And I was like, this just doesn't feel that romantic.
When you did it and you signed the papers and I signed the paper, was that it?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
So you would have just done that at the window?
Yeah, basically.
Whoa, that's crazy. That's fast.
I kind of love that though, because like you don't want to waste your time. Come on, let's go.
That's even funnier then, because if you had chosen to do that, you would have really lived a Millie with all the families there and us by the lines like, whoa.
That's true.
I love that shit. But she gets married and she's so happy. And Enzo's like, love my happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
I need to go use the restroom. And he goes in there and like pushes the man that's in there against the wall. And he's like, you don't think I've noticed that you've been following us since Denny's?
He was like, I was fucking up those pancakes, but at the corner of my eye, I saw you there, bitch.
Mid third bite, I was like, this bitch is gonna get it. So what are you doing here? And I think that's where the prologue comes in, because the prologue is in the perspective of the other guy.
Oh, I was so confused.
Yeah, I was too, because I was looking at this and I was like, is this about Millie? But it's him. That's why he says the man is going to kill me, because he's talking about
Enzo.
And Enzo's over
Freida.
here. Enzo, for real, like I said, it feels like he cares about Millie, and then sometimes it doesn't. But then he's over here like breaking every single finger.
He's
this
like,
is how much I love her.
He's like, stay away from my wife.
How many bones do you have in your body? I'm about to double that shit. Bah, bah, bah. So he breaks every bone in this man's body, and then he goes to kiss his wife.
And then they live happily ever after. The end. Wow, what a conclusion. Wait, you had mentioned that you think this is the end of the Housemaid series, but I kind of got the feeling that there is a possibility for it to continue. I won't spoil it.
Okay.
But there was something that happened in The Housemaid is Watching that made me feel like, oh, this could go on for a while.
I understand that. But do you think she wants to continue it?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's her most popular series.
Well, what would you do if you were done with, like you personally, were done with your own series, but everyone around you's like, no, you have to write more? Do you think you would continue it?
I felt like I would do it if I actually felt like there was motivated by it. You know what I mean? Like motivated, like, oh yeah, you know what? I could.
Technically.
I do see that actually happening.
So like an inspiration and not just putting words on a paper.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it just as a cash grab, but you know, times are rough. I feel like, oh my God, small tangent. I feel like Stephanie Meyer kind of does that. A decade later, she's like, you know what? Money is running low, bitch. Here is them gender swapped.
Yeah, I forgot she did that. Didn't she also write
Edward's perspective?
Yes.
After like another 5 years, I think.
Next gonna be Alice's perspective.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Charlie's perspective. Dude, people would go crazy.
Well, isn't there gonna be a Jacob and Renesmee spinoff?
Okay, that's disgusting.
I know, that's disgusting.
No! Oh my God, it better be aged up. Can you imagine if it's from the beginning?
No.
That's what, yeah, dude.
Okay.
Please.
Disgusting. But okay.
I saw this one post that was like, isn't it kind of wild in that one Twilight movie where Bella was so cold that shirtless Jacob had to like cuddle with her while Edward is just like,
pissed.
That's my girl.
Well, it's good for the teenage era.
I feel like our lives, yours and mine, have had so many weddings.
Yeah. And well,
so it just feels so weird to read a wedding story. I feel like because of the hype of weddings in my life, I kind of ate this shit up.
You did?
I kind of did. I had issues with it, but I feel like my issues have just always been there. Now that I see like the lack of like character in Enzo, if she does continue it, I hope she fixes that.
Yeah, I would really, really appreciate that if she did. Because I feel like there's so much to him, but we don't really get to explore that like genuine love that they feel.
You know what's something else I wish they would explore? That one line he says in book 3 that's like, oh, my wife Millie, I would never cheat on her. I'm fucking terrified of her. I love her so much. I wish it explored that more. Like, I want to see why he's terrified of her and being like, God damn, she looks so good though.
I love that girl, but I'm also scared of her.
Yeah, because that's such an interesting take, but we never see it. Because Millie always seems incapable in a weird way. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
No, I get it.
Thank you.
So what would you rate this novella?
Probably at the time that I had read it, a 4. But now having sat with it for a bit and letting all the wedding fever out, probably like a 3.
Okay.
A solid 3.
Yeah, I think I would do the same.
Yeah.
It was good. I really, really liked reading it, especially the way that it was paralleling, everything in my life.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Just the wedding part.
That's great. Your something new is like your fucking iPad with the housemaid story when you're getting married.
I'm just holding it.
I love that shit for you. Oh my gosh. I think it's good for us to leave this story where it's at. Hopefully now in the new year we continue to read more Freida McFadden books. I always have so much fun when we read them.
I know. I love our discussions.
Yes.
Surrounding her stories.
Slay. Okay. Oh wait, we have to end the episode. I was about to read a review. To everyone who's listening to us in audio form, whether that be Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcasts on, thank you so much. If you can please leave a review of 5 stars, that would be so nice for you to do in the new year, because we're trying to grow a little more this year.
Yeah,
that would be amazing. And if you want to leave a review recommending us our next read, we are looking for new reads, so that would be amazing too. If you want to support us and you have a little bit of extra money, what can they do?
So we do have a Patreon, and it really just serves as a way for our listeners to let us know that you really enjoy our content. You can find us on patreon.com/bookfix. But if you don't want the commitment of monthly, then you can find us on Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix, or buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix.
If you are watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to watch some of our old episodes, we just posted a tier list episode our last episode. Please go watch it, because we talk about all of the books that we read from June all the way to the end of the year.
But we did also pick our book of the year.
Oh yeah,
for 2024.
Slay. Okay, so why don't we? Oh wait, if you want to support us on social media, we do have a Goodreads, a Fable, a Instagram, and a Threads at the Book Fix Pod, and a TikTok at the Book Fix. Okay, let's go ahead and read some reviews for this book. I kind of want to read a negative.
Okay, I'll read a positive review.
This comes from Callie, who gave it a 1, and she wrote, Plot twist who? Never heard of her. This was utterly useless. There wasn't even the typical McFadden writing, because there was absolutely no twist at the end. To say it was a disappointment is an understatement. I definitely don't recommend it, no matter how much you love the Housemaid series. There was no context, and you were just thrown into a sticky situation, confused. Good thing it was a short read, because I consider it a waste of time. Other than that, you found out how they came up with Ada's name.
Okay, this comes from What Sam Reads. They gave it 5 out of 5, and they wrote, as always, Freida never misses. I have loved the Housemaid series, and I'm so sad it's over. Thank you, Freida, for this short little story of Millie and Enzo's big day.
Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
We have a lot to do.
We
have a lot to do.
I know we do, but Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I think this year is about realizing things and us real people realizing. What was the stupid meme?
Realize, real lies, real lies.
Eyes.
Real eyes, real lies, real lies.
Oh, yes.
I remember there was this one girl in my life who would say that all the time because I would say it. So she would think it was funny when she said it. We're not friends anymore.
You were like, I had to cut her off after she tried to steal my joke.
I know. I was like, maybe we should talk to other people. It's like a breakup. It's like a breakup.
Did it happen during the New Year? Because New Year.
New me?
New Year.
No. It was immediately when she said that joke. I was like, she's out. She didn't make the cut.
Can't let that slide. Hell
Fun fact.
no.